Mack Hollins wasn't the most productive player for the wide receiver position for North Carolina over the last few years. So, again, this is another intriguing result of the NFL draft and the selection process. We know the players that produce in college. The NFL scouts take a slice of that, but then they mix it with a whole lot of other formula and just their instincts and the evaluation of the talent and how it projects. And Mack Hollins is a guy who produced as many big plays as anybody per yardage catch going into his senior season. Then he got roughed up a little bit on the injury side, only played 7 games and caught 16 balls, but he lands to Philadelphia in the 4th round at pick 118.
Yeah, Mack Hollins is another great story. I feel like when you're looking at the NFL draft today, you're right. When you hear all the different stories, it reminds me of the Olympics when it seems like every Olympian has that story of perseverance. So you got to remember, Mack Hollins was a walk-on. And so he was not even highly recruited out of high school. They find him, he walks on the team. Again, one of those guys each year got better and better, and more important, he started his spark from the freshman year on special teams. And it's rare that you find a team leader like him. I think he played every special team all 4 years he was at UNC. You know, he wasn't that starter that decided to step away from special teams. He was on the special teams. That's what made him stand out in the beginning. In fact, if you talk to a lot of the scouts, a few of them that I saw at the pro day that he couldn't even work out at because he was injured, said that there's no way he's going to go past the 4th round, purely because, first of all, he can contribute right away on special teams. And then when they looked at his receiving prowess, you made a good point. His maybe 2 years ago is when he was just starting to come on the scene. Then last year, not this past season, but the season before, 2015, was his breakout year. And he led the country. I think it was 24, 25 yards per catch, as you mentioned. Good touchdown production. When the ball was thrown his way, the production was there. His speed was one of the big things that year. This year, unfortunately, he got hurt when he was starting to show more of his ability to run different parts of the route tree. He got injured at Miami on a throw where he went up with the defender, came down, broke his collarbone, still caught the ball, didn't drop it, and unfortunately that ended the season. And if you talk to the coaches, him not being on the team vastly affected UNC down the stretch because it took away their home run threat and it made teams be able to double team guys like Ryan Switzer. So that was a huge, huge loss for UNC down the stretch. But what he didn't do is give up as a leader. Every practice you go to, every game you went to, he was there talking his guys on. At the combine, unfortunately, during his 40s when he hurt his hamstring, but just a little flavor of how fast he was, he ran like a 4.5 something 40. After he hurt his hamstring about the 35-yard mark, he pulled up and still turned in a 4.5, 4.5, 4.6. So blazing speed. The thing that Philadelphia is getting, though, is a work ethic that you just want from an NFL player, someone that just comes and is going to outwork anybody. He's going to be a deep threat. He's going to be a special teams contributor. And then I think he's going to surprise a lot of people the other routes he can get open on, and he's got great hands.